All right, I'm in a little town called Paris, Idaho. And this is a church building called a Tabernacle, built by the LDS Church in Paris, Idaho, which is just over the Idaho border north of Utah. And I'm going to take you on a little tour of this town here, and I think there's lots of good evidence here of mud flood. And so let's check this out, and let's start right here at this tabernacle. I'll let you know what the population is of this town right now, but this building was said to have been built when there was about 800 people living here. And this looks like a sandstone. And it looks really similar to some of the other stonework that we've seen in the area. Little windows here and there. And it is interesting that it was built in 1888. This is the same year that the huge old main building in Logan, just about, I'm guessing about 50 miles south of here, was built the exact same year. They sure had a lot of manpower building all these stone buildings in the same year. And while that was happening, I believe the Logan Temple was being built, and the Logan Temple is similar stonework to this. So let's just walk around this. And it is interesting that you walk up to get to this level. So you walk up that high to get to that level. You walk up that high to get to that level. Strange that you walk into two different levels. And I wonder if the reason for that was there another door down below here and they decided to make a window and entrance? I don't know. Obviously there's a bell tower in there. And behind this pitch, you can see an arch right in there. So interesting, right? Is this new? Not really sure. Really beautiful finials on the top of here. Makes you wonder what those really were and if there's any mercury down in those balls. Yeah, really pretty. Looks a lot like the Brigham City Tabernacle that we've looked at, and the Logan Tabernacle. Yeah, just really pretty. 800 people. So that means that there's probably about 120 men in this whole town trying to figure out how to survive in 1888 while building this stone building with wagon and horse. Let me know what you think about that. It is interesting that the bottom below this, I don't know, midline here, that you have these lines in here but not here, as if there's been some patchwork done in there or a facade. You see what I'm saying? So this is all uniform up here, but down here not so much. But then these columns that come out, they are as if there maybe was some windows down in these levels, but they didn't know how to do this work that they did. That, you know, that may have been how they found this building. And there is some brick inside there, so that's interesting. And there's another building back here. Not really sure what we're looking at, so I'll come look at it. And here's a vent going down into the basement right here. So there's definitely like a boiler room at least in this building. And this is all rounded in the back. Really pretty. And you got brick fireplace over here, stone fireplace over here. And that's interesting. You know, when they found these buildings, and this is that old yellow brick right here. So, you know, the theory is that when they found these buildings, the original builders were using free energy, like ether tech energy, But when the settlers, the pioneers found these buildings, they installed coal fireplaces, which is why you have this stack right here, because possibly this stack over here made of stone was not actually a true chimney like this over here, and that was maybe an exit for that bell tower, part of a wind tunnel system that I learned about. And so that's interesting. Look at how short this door is here. It tells me there's likely some stairs going down right in there, but something really interesting that they've got this fireplace on this side of it, right? So let's keep going around this, but definitely stairs going down into another level right there. And is that original? Interesting anyway. So let's see what we have here. So again, you got uniform stonework, but down below this line where maybe there was another set of windows, you know, they've done different work there to hide those windows, patch those windows in, and they've done a good job. But the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is the best in the business of hiding this mud flood as far as I'm concerned. They don't spare any expense because they don't need to spare any expense. I was watching a video the other day that claimed that they're bringing in, just off the interest that they have in stocks, about $1.1 million an hour, $29 million a day, and about $11 billion a year. So they have the money to keep their buildings in pristine condition. Let's see here. And then again, on this side of it, you below the building, you can see that this is all pristine and uniform, just like above that line. So was there another door down in here and these stairs are hiding that? And was there another door and another door? I think that's a real possibility. I think it's unlikely that a town of 800 people had this building to meet in while they're trying to survive out here in the middle of nowhere. So I'm gonna take you to a few more buildings in town. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm just across the street from this tabernacle, and here is the old, well, it's Paris City Hall and Library. And again, what do we have on this building? Blocked in windows down along the bottom. Like, why is that? Window, 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 and then they're blocked in. Why did they do that? And why is this line right here concrete? And we know, I mean, I hope you're smart enough to realize that that's not original to the building. So what is original to this building is the stone, the brick, and that stone. And so they've chipped out some brick and they've poured this line right here. It is what it is, and you can see that there's concrete below here, so these windows went deeper than what we're seeing right now. And I bet you this is a Carnegie library. I think there's about 2,000 plus libraries, and look at this. Looked like that maybe it once was arched, an arched window, just like this right here. See that? And another one below this window. And so I think it's reasonable to say that they found this building just like this and blocked these windows in. And it wouldn't surprise me if right now there might even be a crawl space down in there. But look at the stairs. I mean, that's not original to the building. And so, just really interesting. Is there another door down below this set of behind there? Not really sure. So, but we got another mud flood window here below this window, and another two mud flood windows right here blocked in. And who's gonna build us this way? Nobody. So pretty awesome evidence. Let's take a look at this house next door. Why? Why are you gonna do that right there where the water just comes right into your basement? Yeah, I don't buy that. That looks like a facade stone maybe around where that brick went right into the ground possibly. Let's take another look at this house right here and just see if we see anything in there. Interesting right there, center screen, looks like a patch. Huh. So then, 2 windows up front here. What do you want to bet? There's windows blocked in right here. Yep, there's a window blocked in right there. Why? Why would that ever happen? Who do you know blocking in windows, wanting less square footage and less legal space to use than what they have? So, 1910 they say this was built. Let's take a look. Interesting. And look, there's a blocked in door right there as well. So this thing's went through all kinds of reconstruction right there. And it looks to me like it might have been taller at one time than what it is now. So I'm gonna come down here and show you some more buildings. I'll be right back. All right, so I've come down just across the street here, looking at this old building, and really interesting to me that this building has this wood porch all along the front of it here. And I think we know why they've done that. And you can actually see a window right there going down into the basement. So there's windows probably below this porch right here. Really interesting, right? And you've got the squared off windows along the front, and you can see that it's tied into this old yellow brick, once was red. You can still see that red coming through that brick. And then you have arched windows in the side here. And so, just really interesting. So it looks to me like they found an old building and fixed it up. Put a new front on it with this, just like I've been telling you, this lined brick. This is the original old brick. This is our crap right here. But they've done some good work. But I guarantee you there's windows underneath here. And maybe turn these into apartments or something. But they have more windows, or what used to be vents going into the basement there. Bear Lake Hermitage. All right. And then you have this tile work right here. And I think that's why they were able to stop that right there, is because they were able to hide some more windows with this tile right here. And so they didn't need to put that porch in like they had there. So let's look down the side of it. They kept going with this brick. And they kept going with this, hide some more windows. And then look, this comes out. And was there more windows there? I believe there was. And I think that when you see this stairs coming down, that's a trick. That's not original. That's just something that they were able to do. Maybe take some bricks off the top, use them down along the bottom, and put a stronger foundation around it and hide that mud flood. So let's see if we see anything in the back. Well, we've got arches in the back. We've got that old yellow brick. But look at that right there. Holes all over in that brick. Used to be maybe joists tied in right there or something. Not really sure. But we have arches in the back and the old yellow brick. Again, it looks like they found an old building sticking out of the ground, reinforced it, fixed it up, made it usable again. Let's take a look over here and see what we have. So this building, we've got arches on both sides here. And then again, it's made out of that old faded yellow brick. I mean, how long does it take for yellow brick to And look where this cat's going right here. He's going right into a mudflood window. Boom. Love it, guys. Love it. Check that out. We've got a big ass arch going into the ground. And let's just see if there's a crawl space or if there's a basement down in there. Well, so interesting. That's a mud flutter, all right. And look, we've got another arch sticking out of the ground right there. So there's another window there. There was another window there. Wow, huh? Love it. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. And look, you can see the top of another arch right there, baby. You see that? Look, you see it? There's a freaking arch underground, guys. Wake up. That's all I gotta say. All you naysayers, you guys are just living in la la land. See what we see down the side here. That was awesome. And look, you got a tree growing out of the basement right here. This is freaking awesome. All right. I live for that. Boom, big old door here. Look at that. This building was sitting here, sticking out of the ground when they got here. That's all there is to it. Love it. I'd like any of you naysayers to explain to me what those windows were doing in the back at ground level back there. You're living in La La Land. Again, you can see this new brick tied into what they found when they got here. Right there. Paris, Idaho, guys. Paris, Idaho is a mud flutter. Let's keep going here. Let's look around and see what we find. So down this side, we've got a bunch of arches and they've squared off, cut some squares in. They've got a window right here going to nowhere. And made of that old brick, but it does look like it's a facade. And they got the shack on the back with some arches in the back. That is unbelievable. You go up a hill to get here. Why? Because they're probably hiding some windows back here in the ground. How amazing is that? All right. So that is beautiful. So we've got an old courthouse here, but it looks new to me. I'm just not gonna bother with it even. I'll drive around the back side of it and see if we have any arch windows back there. But let's go check out this building. I'll be right back. All right, so check this out. So I guarantee you, if you look at this Paris hotel and you look for pictures of it, the Paris, Idaho hotel, this is gonna be the oldest pictures, or what you're gonna find is gonna look just like this. And remember, they've been taking pictures, I think, since the 1840s, right? I guarantee you that this right here is a facade. And so let's just check this out. Look at this. You've got a new foundation. It comes out from the building right there, right? And they do that to trick your eye. So what you have is window. And these windows, I bet you anything, used to be as large as these windows at one time. And then look how stupid this looks. And this is what they expect us to believe, that this is the way that they built this building. So what they done is they found a building with that old yellow brick, just like that over there. Is what they found, a building just like that sticking out of the ground with arch windows, I bet you. And there was a door sticking out of the ground right here. So what they did is they went around that door to keep the rain from it, and they put a roof over it and everything. And there's a little room down inside there right now with an exterior door inside there, right? And again, all these windows used to be a lot deeper than what they are now, and they put that fake foundation around it to let that water shed. And then the truth always comes out, boom, out in the back. What do you have? You have the old yellow brick with the arches all over it. And you have these windows, same height as these over here, but they're all arched. So what did they do? They broke those all out. They squared them all up, but they didn't want to spend any money in the back. This is what they found sticking out of the ground, guys. Right here. They still put a fake foundation along the back of it that come out to help the watershed, but those windows went deeper than they do right now. And they tied in this crappy new brick into this old yellow ancient brick. And how old is that brick? Well, if you go ahead and look on Wikipedia, go ahead and type in what is the oldest brick building in the world. I think it's about 850 years old. And so we don't know how long a brick can actually last, especially the brick that they made. It might have been like liquid stone. And look at this, stairs going up to that level. Bullcrap, that used to be the second level, and this used to be the ground level right here you'd walk straight into. And then let's see what this side looks like here. Boom, more of exactly what we expected. More of what they originally found when they came into this town. Arched windows made of that old yellow brick. And you've got these windows down here that they didn't bother changing. They wanted to make it look like they built this building from the street. And so they broke all those arches out and they put a facade of this brick all around there and squared those windows off and said that they built it. I'll look into it and see when this Hotel Paris was actually built. But that is Paris, Idaho. A little tiny town. I don't even know if there's a stoplight in this town. And let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.